Exponential notation. First, let's start by reviewing prime factorization. What kind of numbers are the factors in the longest possible factor string for any number? Prime numbers. The longest possible factor string for a number is called the prime factorization of the number. So for the number 24, the longest factor string would be 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Both 2 and 3 are prime, so we know this is the prime factorization of the number. 1 is neither prime nor composite, therefore is never used in the prime factorization of a number. Now we're going to talk about standard notation and exponential notation. Standard notation is the way numbers are usually written in everyday situations. Standard notation uses place value and digits 0 through 9. Commas separate the periods, and the commas make the number easier to read. So all of these numbers are written in standard notation. We've got 64, 1,397, and 5,023,000. Exponential notation is a shorthand way to write repeated factor expressions. There are two parts in exponential notation, a base and an exponent. The exponent is written just above and to the right of the base. So we've got 4 to the third power. 4 is the base, and 3 is the exponent. The exponent tells how many times the base is used as a factor. So 4 to the third power is the shorthand way for writing 4 times 4 times 4. 4 is the factor, and it is being multiplied by itself 3 times. So 3 is the exponent. Now let's find the prime factorization of 36. First, we can think, what's a factor pair for 36? Well, 9 times 4 can be multiplied together to make 36. Now let's look at 9 and 4. What times what is 9? Well, 3 times 3 is 9. And what is a factor pair of 4? 2 times 2. So we've got 3 and 3 and 2 and 2. All of these numbers are prime, so we know we can't break it apart anymore. When I've got prime numbers, when I'm finding the prime factorization, I like to circle it so my brain sees that it's prime and I don't have to break it apart anymore. So I'm going to circle these factors and I'm going to write them out. I like to write them out from smallest to largest so I can organize it better. So we've got 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 is the prime factorization of 36. Can exponential notation be used to write this expression? Yes. We can write this as 2 to the second power times 3 to the second power. Because there are two 2's, we can say 2 to the second power is the same as 2 times 2. And since there are 2 3's, we can say 3 to the second power is the same as 3 times 3. Power of a number. The power of the number is the product of the factors that are all the same. Exponential notation can be read in reference to the power. So if we have 5 times 5 times 5, we can read this as 5 to the third power, or the third power of 5. When we have a scientific calculator, like our blue calculators at school, scientific calculators can be used to find powers. So if we were doing 5 to the third power, we could click the 5 button, and then this little up caret key, and then the 3 equal. On other calculators, you may see buttons that look like this, but when you're on your blue calculator at school, you have 5. This up caret button is to the power of 3, and then equal.